Hello, my name is Caitlin and welcome to Country Kitchen Sweethearts channel. In today's video, I will show you how to make a cupcake flower bouquet using Russian tips and buttercream. Let's get started. To create the first cupcake, I am using a 1M piping tip with pink buttercream to pipe a rosette. To pipe a rosette, start with the tip in the center of the cupcake and, as you pipe, circle around the center until you reach the outside edge. Then, use tip number 149 from the Nifty Nozzles Mini Russian Tip Set to pipe 3 flowers along the edge of the cupcake. To pipe with these kinds of tips, make sure the buttercream is very stiff and makes full contact with freshly piped or spread buttercream when you begin piping. Apply pressure to the piping bag and slowly pull up to create the flower, then release pressure to end the flower. Use leaf tip number 350 to fill in the empty spaces around the piped flowers. Change the tip attached to the coupler from a leaf tip to a grass tip for the next cupcake. Pipe a section of buttercream in the middle of the cupcake to create the center of the flower. Then use tip number 81 with purple buttercream to create this flower. Pipe individual petals around the center of the flower and continue to add layers of petals until you reach the outside edge. This flower can also be created by starting at the outside edge and ending at the center of the cupcake. To create the flowers on the next cupcake, I am using tip number 190 to create drop flowers. Holding the piping bag vertical, apply pressure and rotate your hand back and forth to add a wavy texture to the flower. Fill in the remaining space on the cupcake with flowers using this technique. Pipe a small dot of green buttercream in the center of each flower using round tip number 2. Use leaf tip number 350 to fill in the empty spaces. To create the next cupcake, I am using rose tip number 243 to create a small bunch of flowers. Make sure the surface of the cupcake is covered with fresh buttercream that has not crusted over to ensure the flowers stick as you are piping them. Hold the tip close to the surface of the cupcake and begin applying pressure to the piping bag. Keep the end of the tip close to the cupcake to make sure the buttercream makes full contact. Then, as you are piping, gradually pull up to create the flower. Release pressure, then pull the tip away to finish the rose. Continue this technique until the cupcake is covered with roses. Fill in the empty spaces with green buttercream and leaf tip number 350. This next flower is created with large leaf tip number 366 and pink and white buttercream. When adding the colored buttercream to the piping bag, make sure it lines up with one of the points of the piping tip. Pipe 6 large leaf shapes in a circle around the cupcake. Repeat these steps to create a smaller circle inside the first, making sure the petals are smaller than the first section. Use a small grass tip and green buttercream to pipe the center of the flower. Pipe small dots around the outside edge of the cupcake with round tip number 2. With white buttercream and tip number 2, pipe a dot in the center of each green dot, making sure the buttercream is piped inside the first dot rather than on top. Add leaves with green buttercream and tip number 350 to the remaining space. To create the next flower, paint gel food color in the piping bag so that it is lined up with the thicker end of piping tip number 61. With the thinner end facing the edge of the cupcake and the tip parallel to the surface of the cupcake, pipe a petal with a round motion. Continue piping these petals around the cupcake. Pipe a second layer of smaller petals just inside the first. Fill in empty spaces around the outside edge of the cupcake with green buttercream and leaf tip number 350. To create the wavy texture on the leaves, apply more pressure as you are piping them. Pipe the center of the cupcake with a small grass tip. To assemble this cupcake flower bouquet, start by arranging small paper cups to fit inside of a larger pot. Staple the cups together and add a piece of tape over the staples to ensure the cups do not come apart. Place a piece of food-safe tissue paper on your work surface, then place a second piece on top of the first, making sure to offset them slightly. Place the cups on top of the tissue paper and add to a terracotta pot. Arrange the tissue paper to your desired position, making sure it does not cover the top of any of the cups. Carefully add the cupcakes to each cup. To finish this cupcake flower bouquet, fill in the empty spaces with green buttercream and large leaf tip number 366. This cupcake bouquet makes for a perfect gift, and the cupcake should be consumed within 3 days of making. Thank you for watching until the end of our video, and be sure to stick around so you can learn where to find all of the products used to make this bouquet and how to stay connected with us. To find the products used in this video, scroll down to the description and click on that link. That link will take you to our website, and below the photo you will find all of the products used to make this flower bouquet. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay updated on our newest products, sales, and to see what we are doing in our store. If you would like to see more videos like this one, check out our Buttercream Decorated Cupcakes playlist on our channel. Be sure to leave us a comment down below letting us know what you thought of this video and what kinds of videos you would like to see next. See you next time!